Okay guys, so I'm so excited to actually receive the Lenovo Legion Go 2 and I got the Z2 Extreme version. And I've been waiting for this set for 2 weeks already and I can't wait to unbox it. Let's do it right now. You know what? I'm like a kid, right? Waiting for Christmas come early, guys. Okay, so this is the box itself, right? 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks. I've been waiting for this Lenovo Legion Go 2, right? Check this out, guys. This is the Lenovo Legion Go 2, guys, right? So there's a tape over here, so I will just remove it. Alright, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. The Lenovo Legion Go 2, guys. Oh my god. I tell you guys, this smells so good, okay? It's actually a new, completely new set, of course, right? So it has a very new electronic smell. Okay, so the very first impression is quite a heavy device, guys, okay? So, and I already aware of it. This is a bit more heavier than the ROG Ally X, right? So let's keep this for the last and then let's see what's inside the box. Okay, so we have one small little paper. We have one small little paper, right? And of course, some countries they mention that there's no charger, so I believe ours should have. Okay, and it's actually a 65 watt charger, guys. Right, so there you have it. Right, a 65 watt charger. Okay, so this is a 65 watt charger, but I won't be using this. I'll be using a 100 watt charger. Okay, so but we'll just keep it. So usually when I buy gadget, I will buy extra lah. Okay, I won't use the one that came with it, right? But it's just myself lah. Okay, so you don't have to follow me. So here is the opening. Okay, so you have all the items, all the instruction manual. Okay, so there's only just instruction manual, guys. Okay, you wasted a couple of minutes of my time. Okay, so nothing much already. Nothing much. It's just instruction manual. So let's put it in. Let's put it in. Right. Okay. Lenovo Legion Go 2. Here's the actual device itself, right? It comes with a case, which is pretty good. A case like this, probably I look at the Shopee, it's probably around $20, depending on where you get it. Alright, so pretty nice case, I would say. There you go, guys. Oh my god. Let me just do another row. Okay, so here you go, guys. Right, so I think the case is pretty nice. Okay, so this is the handheld. This is the Lenovo Legion Go 2, guys. I got the Z2 Extreme and it comes with 32 GB of RAM, and of course the downside is it only has 1 TB option for me to choose. If I would have you have more options, alright, I would have chosen the 2 TB. I already bought a 2 TB NVMe as well. It's actually on the way. So we will just do an installation. I'll teach you guys how to install, right? I am also the first time doing it, but I have already seen some videos. So I'll bring you guys along to do some, the installation of the, to change this 1 TB to 2 TB, okay? So this is the device itself. Let's keep it aside first. Alright, and of course this is the protective foam, which we don't need anymore. Alright, and of course this is the case, soft case. It's a soft case and I think it's pretty nice in my opinion. Okay, and I think there's something inside here as well, so let's take it out. Yeah, so this is I believe this is for the controller, guys. This is for the controller. Okay, let's take a look. Alright, so this is the controller, right? And I'm still trying to figure it out, guys. Okay, I saw a lot of unboxing. I can't tell you guys how excited I am. Okay, I really watch all the videos that I can possibly about this controller. Okay, and this is the Legion Strike controller. Alright, so as you guys know, this can be used as you can actually take out the 2 handpiece or the controllers, and then you can use it as a mouse and it basically two mouse lah, right? So one is the movement one, and then the other one is for the trigger one. Okay, so yes, so this will be it. Maybe let me just keep it aside here first, so later on at least I can show you guys. Other than that, nothing much really, guys. Nothing much really, because overall I think this is pretty solid case. I won't complain too much, and I think this probably can really fit what I need already. I don't need a new case anymore, right? So let's keep this aside and let's move on to the main show of today. Okay, and this is the Lenovo Legion Go 2, right? And of course, let me just remove the plastic. First thing is, what I noticed is of course very heavy, all right? And I've seen some reviews that they say that the controller is a bit wobbly. I don't feel it anymore. So maybe they have changed it over the past few versions. I'm not sure. Certainly I don't feel any wobbliness lah, right? But some of them they feel it. I would say this joystick, right? This joystick is actually a Hall effect joystick. The benefit of Hall effect joystick is basically it is less prone to, or it has much reduced risk of drifting, all right? So which I'm going to do a video about it as well. I think a lot of big companies, especially PlayStation, Xbox, all these, they are still having the analog stick, okay, which has a lot of issues in terms of drifting, okay? And of course the first impression of this handheld is really amazing, guys, all right? And of course the thing that I chose this handheld is basically because of OLED screen, and it's an 8.8 inch screen, right? And of course the CPU is very powerful. It's a Z2 Extreme, right? And let me show you the site here. Okay, so here's the site. Okay, so I saw that this is there's a lot of people commenting that this one is really redundant, these two buttons, right? But I shall see it, because I can really feel it, guys. Okay, it's very easy to click on this accidental clicks, all right? But of course, let's give it a try. Okay, but I already bought a solution already. Later I'll show you guys. Okay, on the left hand side there's nothing over here, right? And the top, okay, the left and the right, okay, so this is the left button and the right button, that's it. Okay, and here is where all your exhaust is. Okay, your exhaust, your speakers, your volume button, your power button is over here. This is your volume button, all right? So yes, okay, and this is the two joystick. Okay, some people feels that the joystick over here is a bit, they feel that it should be here, but for me I think it's fine, right? But I don't see, maybe they are just probably feeling nitpicky lah, right? But I don't feel anything. Okay, and this is the standard the buttons, all right? And then this is the joypad. Okay, I don't think, I feel it's pretty solid, all right? I don't think it's a cheapskate. Okay, if you ever use Xbox controller, that one I think is very cheapskate. Okay, so yes, and then let me just go through the back, right? And then of course the back, all right, you have even more buttons over here. Why not, right? So on the left hand side, okay, you have another M3 and V3. You have some scrolling wheel over here, and then you have another Y1 and Y2 over here. A lot of buttons for you guys to choose from, okay, and this is the trigger part. Okay, I don't know, the left back and the right back. Okay, and of course this is the Windows version, right? And of course, which controller doesn't have a kickstand, or which device doesn't have a kickstand? So this is the kickstand. The kickstand is pretty solid, all right? It doesn't like you flip, it just come out. Okay, it's quite tight, okay, so it's like that, right? So it's very, very easy, right? So let's take out the controller. So the controller is very easy to take out. Okay, you just press the button over here. Okay, and all right, so you can just easily take out like that. Okay, so this is the left and the right. So let's put this monitor. So the controller is actually the reason why I buy the Lenovo Legion Go 2 is also because the controller can be removed. All right, as easy as that, right? The reason why I want to do that is because I don't need to buy a new controller, right? In a sense, okay. So in fact, okay, with the connector that comes in later on, you can actually use it as a full remote control. You don't have to use like that. Alright, so this is one of the key benefit that I think is worth the $200-300 over the ROG Ally X. Alright, so just now when we were talking about this, okay, so this is actually the strike. Let me see, it's actually they call it the Legion strike. Okay, so with this, okay, it's very easy for you to store it in. So you just take this, right? I believe this is the right hand side one. I think it's the right hand side. Yes, the right remote controller, right? Very easy, right? You see the hole here, you just slot it in. Automatically it will lock for you. Okay, so it's actually locked. Okay, it's actually locked for you. Over here. Okay, over here. Right, you can see. Right. So if you want to remove it, you just push this to the right side. Right, and then it's locked. Okay, so what you can do is basically this one is actually this is actually the moving part. Okay, and then after that your trigger is basically this one. Okay, so it's like that. Okay, so it is pretty solid, but I'm going to do a real life testing and see whether does this really helps or not. Right, so if I'm not wrong, okay, this is supposed to go to here. Okay, so it's supposed to be like this, and then you can just play with it. This will be the movement, all right, and then you just probably fire the trigger over here. I'm still trying to figure out. This is my first time using this, so this is the Legion Strike. Okay, so yes, basically this is my first-hand overview and you, of course, you can actually choose the FPS mode. When you slot in, you need to actually turn on the FPS mode so that this one will start in the Legion Strike mode, right? If not, then it doesn't work. Okay, so what you can do is if you want to remove this, right, you can just click to the unlock and this whole thing will come off by itself. Alright, and then of course this one, okay, you can just remove it. I don't know why they give this lah, right? Maybe they just want to protect it so that your hand will not damage the connector. Alright, so yes, I guess that's what it's supposed to be doing lah, right? And of course, very simple. Okay, if you want to place it back, okay, so it's already snapped in. I also try not to be too violent. Okay, so both has been installed back already. Okay, very easily. So my first impression when I hold this is it's going to be very heavy for some of you guys, no doubt, right? But it's actually quite, in my opinion, it's actually quite powerful, and in terms of hardware wise, that's why it's a little bit more heavier, on the heavier side, which I don't mind. It actually comes with a touchpad, guys. Okay, it actually comes with a touchpad, which a lot of some other handheld don't have. Okay, and of course the charging port is over here. Okay, so here is where you do the charging, and here's the memory card slot. Alright, so but of course for me personally, when I game on this, most likely I'll just plug in the power button and I will just use it as it is. Okay, I won't be, if I'm laying on my couch, I will definitely use the device itself, but most of the time, most likely I'll be using it on my bed. So I do have a charger beside it, so I'll just charge it and play at the same time. But I think a lot of people have the expectation that, this one, the battery no good, only lasts 2 hours. It's actually a normal behavior, guys. Okay, so it's like a gaming laptop. You need to plug in and then you can have the maximum power. Okay, so it is not able to function like a PC where you just you just on and then you can have maximum power. No, all right, and then you bring it elsewhere, you can still perform max power. Yes, it can, but you will have to sacrifice the battery, right? So, but for me, definitely when I consider buying this, I didn't want to bring this out as much as possible because it's really too heavy. Of course, I don't have the intention to bring this out. But if you guys someone who likes to game on MRT or like on the bus, that kind of stuff, then I don't think this one is suitable for you guys because it's really quite chunky. I will still recommend the ROG Ally X for you guys, alright? Anyway, both of them also have the same Z2 Extreme chip, alright? This one has 32GB RAM, okay? So, but I don't think you'll notice the difference. It's just that the screen there is a little bit smaller. I prefer to have bigger screen, and of course I prefer I'm a more OLED person, alright? Not that it's like, you know, it's exactly the same as like a monitor. There's an OLED monitor, but I will still prefer OLED screen over other screen any day. Alright, so that's just my preference. This doesn't even have any battery at all to start off, so we do have to charge it, and of course let's see. I'll do another video to talk about after we charge this thing up. Alright, so this will be my first impression of the Lenovo Legion Go 2. Alright, so let me know what do you guys think in the comment section, and will you guys be getting this? Let me know in the comment section.